Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missinswood, always thought Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, was the biggest threat. However, Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, is proving to be far more dangerous and deadly. Will Sheila end up saving Steffy and her family from a killer? Will that finally be enough for forgiveness? Fans know that villains claim all the time that they have changed for the better. However, Sheila has been really good for a long time. It all seemed to begin when Sheila was saved from Janet Sugar Weber, Kimberlyn Brown. Both Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, and John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, helped save Sheila. Since then, Sheila has been working at the restaurant and enjoying married life. Sure, a lot of people don't change. However, time can show whether someone has really changed or not. There was also the time that Sheila saved Kelly Spencer, Sofia Perez, from being taken away by the ocean. Finn is normally a very alert father, but he was preoccupied with a phone call from the hospital. Fans were certain that Steffy would give Sheila a chance after that, but she refused. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that once before, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, professionally accessed Sheila. At the time, Taylor thought Sheila really had changed. Unfortunately, she hadn't, and lives were nearly lost that day. However, that was a few years ago. What are the chances that Taylor encourages Steffy to give Sheila a chance? Fans have watched Finn try to do the right thing by Steffy. While he is very close to Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, he always wanted a bond with his real family. Sheila's past and crimes really didn't allow for that, though. Finn might not talk about it a lot, but he does still crave a connection with his birth family. If not Sheila, then maybe a sibling or other kind of family member. Even though Finn stays clear of Sheila and Luna, the turmoil in his face can still be seen. Finn has really sacrificed a lot for Steffy. Is it possible that Steffy will allow Finn to have a relationship with his birth mom despite her past? If it were any other time, I would say no. However, with Luna clearly being the bigger and more dangerous threat, it's time for Sheila to earn redemption. In the ever-twisting world of the bold and the beautiful, forgiveness can be as elusive as peace in the Forrester family. This week, the drama centers on two fiercely strong women, Steffy Forrester and Luna Nozowa, both navigating emotional chaos. With Sheila Carter making a case for redemption and Luna's takedown of a rival shaking the foundations of her relationships, the lines between hero and villain blur. Can Steffy ever bring herself to forgive Sheila? And why is Luna's powerful moment of defiance unlike any other the show has seen? Steffy and Sheila, a history of a tragedy. No one could forget the night Sheila Carter nearly cost Steffy her life. The shooting that took Finn from Steffy, if only briefly, left more than just a physical scar. It created a rift in Steffy's soul, a trauma that hardened her to forgiveness. Sheila's past is filled with bullets, betrayals, and blood. The idea that Steffy could ever even consider giving her a second chance seems laughable, or at least it used to. In recent episodes, Sheila has undergone what some in Los Angeles are calling a transformation, a softer side. A grandmother doting on Hayes. A woman allegedly desperate to prove she's changed. But Steffy isn't buying it, not yet. Her walls are up, even as Finn shows signs of warming to his biological mother. But something is shifting in Steffy's world, and it may not be just the fault lines under her marriage. The FATFU confrontation. It all began with a tense confrontation outside Forrester Creations, where Sheila waited, nervous, respectful, for a chance to speak with Steffy. What she received was a verbal lashing that echoed through the marble lobby like a war drum. "You think smiling at my son means you're a good person now?" Steffy seethed. "You shot me, you left me for dead. And now you want me to what? Invite you to Christmas dinner?" But as Sheila stood her ground, something was different. She didn't scream back. She didn't guilt trip. Instead, she simply listened. I can't change what I did. But I can keep showing up, proving I'm not that woman anymore, Sheila said, her voice low. You don't have to forgive me. Just don't teach Hayes to hate me before I've had a chance to earn anything. And that was the moment the crack in Steffi's armor appeared, not large, not deep, but a glimmer of something unexpected. Uncertainty. Finn's strategy, torn B2E and Tito de go RLDs. While Steffi grapples with whether to even consider forgiving Sheila, Finn is stuck in a moral and emotional purgatory. On one hand, he is a devoted husband, still shaken by the terror Sheila caused. On the other, he sees his mother, biological or not, trying, earnestly, to become someone new. Finn recently visited Taylor, hoping for guidance. You're a psychiatrist. Can people like her really change? He asked. Some can, Taylor replied, cautiously. But it usually takes time, trauma, and a reason. And Sheila's reason is clear: Hayes. The grandson she never expected to have a chance to love. Steffi's own mother is surprisingly neutral. Taylor, once a target of Sheila's wrath, has been through too many cycles of rage to continue living in one. She's beginning to believe that growth, however fragile, might be possible. But she warns Finn that progress doesn't equal peace, not without accountability. Steffy's Nigetimares retuarn. Just as Steffi starts to question her ironclad stance, the past returns with a vengeance, literally. A series of vivid nightmares reawakens her trauma. One features a distorted, smiling Sheila holding Hayes, while Finn disappears into smoke. Another ends with Steffi reliving the moment she was shot, only this time she's pregnant and can't run. These dreams shake her to the core. I don't want her anywhere near my child, she confesses to Ridge. But part of me wonders, what if she really has changed? And I'm the one stuck in the past. Ridge encourages her to stand strong. But even he knows that the world of the Foresters is full of surprising second acts. Why Illuminates take down eyes and need to just ABOQ2 or EVNG. Meanwhile, Luna Nozawa is carving her own name into the Forester legacy. But not with silk and lace. Instead, she's becoming known for strength and resilience, especially after her bold takedown of Elektra, the rival designer who tried to sabotage her both professionally and personally. The tension had been simmering for weeks. Elektra's manipulations, falsifying sketches, spreading rumors about Luna's drugged kiss with Zend, and leaking information to tabloid blogs, finally came to a head when Luna caught her red-handed in the design lab. You want to come for me, fine, but don't touch my work, and don't you dare drag my name through the mud to prop yourself up. Luna didn't scream, she didn't cry. She documented everything, gathered evidence, and walked into a Forester board meeting with receipts, literally. The room was silent as Luna laid out a portfolio of copied designs, screenshots of texts between Elektra and a shady blogger, and a timeline that showed clear intent to harm her reputation. Even Ridge and Eric were floored. It any to be kind of B and B, he heroine. Luna's takedown wasn't born of revenge. It was about integrity, something her mother Poppy always preached, even as she struggled to maintain it herself. For Luna, it wasn't about winning. It was about not letting someone define her through whispers and betrayal. And unlike the typical B and B character arc, where vengeance is the preferred path, Luna chose justice. Her bravery earned the respect of those who doubted her, and the moment even softened hearts that had once seen her as a mistake in the Forester chain. Hope in particular pulled Luna aside afterward. You remind me of me when I first started, Hope said. But you're braver. You stood alone when no one was looking. Even Steffi, fresh off her own trauma, offered Luna a nod of approval in the halls of Forester. We don't always get things right here. But what you did took guts. Tuo Tabuumian at ACROSSROEDS. Steffi and Luna, though worlds apart in status and experience, are oddly parallel at the moment. Both are confronting personal demons. Both are trying to find their footing in a world that often demands perfection and forgives little. For Steffy, the question remains, can she forgive a woman who nearly destroyed her? And if she does, what does that say about her strength? About her past? For Luna, the focus is on what comes next. Her takedown of Elektra has made waves, but she's not interested in being a headline. She wants respect, earned respect. And now, with the design team shifting and Zend watching her with fresh admiration, she's finding herself at the center of a new storm. The FALOGUTAHEAD. Next week, the bold and the beautiful promises fireworks, and not just the 4th of July kind. Sheila is rumored to receive a shocking offer from an unlikely source, Bill Spencer. Whether it's a trap or an olive branch remains to be seen, but it complicates things even further for Steffy, who now has to contend with external validation of Sheila's redemption arc. And Luna. Her success brings jealousy and a new rival from outside Forrester. Tabitha King, a social media fashion influencer turned designer, arrives in Los Angeles with charm, followers, and an eye for Zend. Luna's poise will be tested yet again, but this time, her enemy won't play dirty. She'll play smart. EPIOGE. 4GV Nias and Fire. The bold and the beautiful thrives on conflict. But this chapter is less about fighting and more about the power of choice. Steffy stands on the precipice of one of the most difficult decisions she's ever faced, to continue holding on to the past, or to consider a world in which Sheila Carter is not the monster in the shadows, but a woman, flawed and battered, searching for light. And Luna, she's not just defending herself anymore. She's becoming a symbol for change. A new generation of Forrester women who fight with truth, not tantrums. As the sun sets over Los Angeles, two women, each scarred by betrayal in different ways, look toward the future. And in that shared moment of silence, we're reminded that the boldest move of all may just be forgiveness. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BAUTFULOUPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.